Hello friends, near and far, dear to my heart. I'm Victoria with Aligned Soul Tarot. Happy New Year, Gemini. This message will be for Gemini and all Gemini placements within your birth chart or wherever you have third house influence in your chart. If you don't know what any of those placements are, just know I offer birth chart readings. With each of my readings, you get a full tarot spread where we dive into the archetypes of your birth chart. I'm offering 40% off all my readings for the month of January. Since it's a new year, it's a great time to dive into your chart and see what major aspects and highlights are going to be coming up for you for 2024. You can find all my information for private readings in the description box below. In this reading, we will discuss astrology for Sun and Ascendant Geminis, oracle message, tarot, and a love reading at the end, so stay tuned for that. If this reading resonates, of course, please like, comment, subscribe. I love to hear about your personal experiences and any extra support that you may be needing during these times. We are in Capricorn season. Let's utilize this earth energy by grounding ourselves into our new year goals, dreams, visions, and aspirations with tenacity and grit. Capricorn knows how to steer the ship as we start out this new calendar year. May we fully and powerfully activate the highest collective wisdom, truth, and awareness for humanity. Now, Gemini, let's get into your reading. Hi, Gemini. Welcome to your January forecast. So let's talk about the major astrological aspects for Gemini's Sun and Ascendant signs for January. If you're watching for your other placements, if it resonates, it resonates, but I highly suggest that you watch for your Sun and Ascendant signs for the astrological piece of my readings, because it will be a little more detailed, right? Specific. So for you, Gemini, this Capricorn energy, which we have a ton of, right? Mercury in Capricorn, Mars in Capricorn, new moon in Capricorn, sun in Capricorn. You see a theme here, right? So this is going to be highlighting your 8th house. I feel like for Geminis, this Pluto transitioning into Aquarius at the end of December, it will retrograde, and it has been retrograding back and forth between Capricorn and Aquarius. I believe March is when we have that send off, and I'll be doing more readings on that for each sign because it's probably one of the most major aspects of 2024. Pluto doesn't move that often, right? We have these retrograde phases, but to actually fully transition into the next sign, I think it's every 20 years. So when we have these outer planets that change signs, it usually signifies massive change, especially for Pluto, because that's what Pluto represents, is transformation. It's scorpionic energy. It's massive transformation. Even it being a dwarf planet and the smallest of the planets, it comes packed with a punch, right? Some might even say it's not even a planet, right? And the symbology, right, of Pluto, it being the farthest planet, you know, it talks about this deep psychological part of us, right? Our shadow side, our shadow work, the parts of us that most people don't know, that we keep hidden, our primalistic nature, sex, right? It's scorpionic energy, so it naturally governs the reproductive system. And one of the major themes for you this month with all this 8th house influence is, what are you letting go of? What are you shedding, right? Shedding skin. It's a pretty intense month for most Geminis because of this 8th house influence, and it might feel a bit draining and taxing because there's a lot that you are moving through, right? It might feel like you're kind of moving through molasses at times because the shadow work can feel so sticky. And I'm almost getting this visual of like a diamond under pressure, right? So after you transform and after you come out of this period, right, of 2024, for all the signs really, but for you specifically, you're starting off this year with a lot to think about, right? A lot to think about. And you're going to be shedding so much skin this year Geminis also have this blessing from Jupiter, right? In May, Jupiter's going into your sign. So I feel like for most Geminis, this is going to be a huge year. Huge. And for January, it's kind of priming you. How do you deal with crisis? How do you deal with pressure, right? Think of how a diamond is transformed, is made. That can be a visualization that you hold true to yourself as you move through some of these challenges. Also, the 8th house can talk about inheritance, passive income, long-term investments, other people's money. So you might actually be gaining some financial abundance through an inheritance, potentially for some Geminis. So let's get into your reading. We'll be talking more about Pluto throughout the year. I do plan on doing a series for each of the signs, specifically on what this Pluto transit into Aquarius means. Okay. Gemini, let's pull from the Kuan Yin Oracle to start off your reading here. Gemini Collective, what do we have for the Gemini Collective? Gemini. Sisters of the Sacral Spiral. Sacral energy, orange. Wearing orange could be very beneficial for you. Sacral chakra, what does that mean when you think of sacral? This is that sexual energy, right, that we find in the 8th house. Another thing about the 8th house is those kind of sexual desires, taboo, our kinks, our quirks, etc. Expressing ourselves sexually, not just in the bedroom, right, but how do we use the sexual energy in a creative way, right? Even as a way to create music or art. There's other ways to express this sexual energy, this sacral energy, right? There's many different ways. And maybe this is something that you are tapping into. So here it says, the higher plan, sorry, my glare there. The higher plan that has been lovingly prepared for you is like a beautiful tapestry coming into view. Thread by thread, there will be a moment where suddenly the pattern becomes clearly visible. All preparation finally showing itself in effect. The time for acknowledgement and celebration shall happen soon. My weaving hand is steady, sure, and swift, and the threads of your life are rapidly taking shape to reveal my most beautiful divine plans for you. Wow, so this is a lot about preparation here, requiring faith. And that's kind of what I was saying earlier with January, you know, with this Plutonic energy, with this 8th house influence for you. It is preparing you. It is preparing you for you. It's almost like the universe is testing you a little bit to like dip your feet in slowly. Okay, are you ready? Are you ready for this massive shift? You know, you might look really different at the end of 2024. Like we said, we have Jupiter going into your sign. So it's something to look forward to. And again, that diamond, just imagining that, the diamond under pressure. I keep getting that. It says here, there can be much effort and even more patience and persistence required before we see proof of our efforts and desired results. As we grow closer towards what we want, whatever has blocked us from having that in our lives will arise to be dealt with and resolved. You may feel as though you are losing ground, regressing, or somehow going farther back on your path than you have ever been, but you are not. You are becoming more able to live your dream. You are clearing out, 8th house, the issues that have prevented you from receiving what you want from our generous universe. So this is an intense period, right, of spiritual growth and development. Be prepared, yes. I'm looking at this card at the bottom here too, the Snow Shepherd. So this card's kind of telling me that this is happening now, right? Winter, Northern Hemisphere, wherever you are in the world. Winter. I actually want to look at this. And it's the 8, which reminds me of the 8 of Pentacles. So this does take persistence, faith, hard work here. This card here, out of apparent emptiness, it says, something surprising and beautiful is going to happen. Wow. So this is kind of reminding me of the Tower energy, which is scorpionic energy. So you have a lot of this scorpionic energy in your reading showing up so far. Let's pull from the tarot for you. Let's see. Interesting. 27 Sisters of the Sacral Spiral breaks down to a 9. So this is spiritual development. The 8th house prepares us for the 9th house as we excel forward. You might even have Taurus in your chart because Taurus is dealing with 9th house influence right now. I didn't mention, but we do have the full moon in Leo at the end of the month. It's going to be a very potent full moon given this Pluto energy as well. It's going to be in your 3rd house. So communication, maybe some unexpected communication. Revelations coming in for you. Downloads with the 3rd house has a lot to do with the mind. It's your house. So it's a very harmonious full moon for you, given this Plutonic energy. There's some sort of message that comes in for you, it seems. All right, Gemini, let's see here. Let's dive into the tarot for the Gemini collective. Let's see here. Gemini. Yeah, I'm getting the message that you really might want some alone time this month to kind of tap into this cave, right? The 8th house kind of reminds me of a cave. The Hermit energy. Deep wisdom. Let's see here. You know, when I think of like mining, the diamond influence, even like when I go quartz hunting, I've gone quartz hunting a couple times. It's so much fun. But you have to dig pretty deep. But there's so much treasure underneath the surface, like buried treasure is what I'm getting for you. As you dig deeper, you're actually uncovering some amazing gifts. Yes, Ace of Swords. You're digging up a lot of the past, 10 of Swords. And really, truly, fully feeling it and letting it go, making space for these blessings that want to come into your life. 3 of Swords, King of Wands on the cut. It might be a fire sign that you're dealing with. Aries, Leo, Sag. Heavy fire showing up for you. Might have fire in your chart. Let's see here. What's this Ace of Swords about? Give me more cards, please, for Gemini. The Gemini collective. Emperor now. Definitely could be dealing with an Aries or someone that has Aries in their chart. Gemini, please show me what I need to see for Gemini. Okay. What about this 8 of Cups, please? What about this 8 of Cups? Okay, 10 of Pentacles on the bottom. Beautiful. Yeah, that's at Jupiter in Gemini. So Jupiter is in Taurus right now. You could be dealing with a fire or earth sign with the King of Pentacles showing up here. So let's feel into this. 10 of Pentacles is reminding me of abundance, right? This is long-term plans, 5-10-year plan, family traditions, values, money, inheritance. We talked about that with the 8th house as well. There is some sort of inheritance for some Geminis, not for all. This is a general reading, right? We have the Emperor here, King of Pentacles. So it looks like you could be dealing with a masculine here, showing up strongly in your energy, or you yourself are this masculine. I want to clarify this person here. Who is this, so we can dig a bit deeper into who they are for Gemini. Who is this King of Pentacles Emperor? Oh, are you dealing with 2 different people here? 2 of Pentacles. So this could be 2 different people. You have an Emperor and a King of Pentacles. Show me more, please. Yeah, it looks like you have a choice. 2 of Wands, 2 of Pentacles. Wow, my God. So many people in your reading, Gemini. We got the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles here. So it looks like there's two pairs here. Ace of Swords again. Star. There's some sort of healing communication coming in for you at the end of the month. The full moon in your third house. Expect the unexpected. Expect some sort of communication here, some revelation. If it's not from someone else, I feel like you are just going to have an aha moment. It's going to let you gain some clarity on a situation, potentially between two different people in your life. Fire, earth showing up very strongly here. I have masculine and feminine, so I'm seeing true pairs, right? King and Queen of Pentacles. You have the Queen of Wands with the Emperor, right? Fire and earth, very, very strongly. So there's something about this harmony, this balance, this duo is what I'm hearing. Powerful, like a power couple here. And there's something that you're coming to terms with here. Two of Pentacles, Two of Wands. What is this about here, these twos? Because twos represent choice, right, naturally. Kind of going back and forth in your mind about what's the right option here. Potentially which person you want to be with, which person you want to let go of. Eight of Cups is showing up here as well. I see that you are moving away from something potentially that does not bring you joy. Ace of Wands in reverse. And moving towards something that does. Eight of Wands. Let's see here. What is this twos about for Gemini? Let's clarify this. Wow. Okay. Now you have the Ten of Cups. This is big time energy for you, Gemini. This is abundance. This is happiness. This is emotional and physical stability. Material wealth, abundance. It seems like you are manifesting something really great for yourself. Calling in abundance after you've done some really deep shadow work, right? Again, this is a preparation month for you for the year to come. There's a lot of abundance that's coming in for you, but it does require you to make choices. Some really, really big ones, actually. And I feel like the universe is definitely assisting you. You know, because like when I see this Light Seers, Ace of Swords, this is like downloads, right? There's something about that full moon in Leo this month. You're going to have to let me know, Geminis, what that is for you. Let me know in the comments. But there's something really magical. Wow. Yeah, this King of Wands is showing up again. I feel like you maybe have to be letting go of someone that is showing up with a misuse of power here. King of Wands in reverse with the Devil. Okay, they could have Capricorn in their chart. Fire and Capricorn specifically. But there's a misuse of power here with the King of Wands in reverse on the bottom. And it's the Death card next to it. Look at that. They're both in reverse though, so I think again, January, you're a bit hesitant to make up your mind here. I don't think that you're making any big decisions, but do expect some communication here for sure. I think it's going to help you gain a lot of clarity to move forward into something really brand new. It could be with someone from your past, right? It doesn't have to be a brand new relationship, but it's a brand new way of thinking is what I'm hearing. And you're also moving forward with less baggage once you have this finality, right? Because the tens that are showing up for you does represent finality. Right? The last of the minor arcana, right? We go from 0 to 10, and we start all over again. But when we start over, we're still bringing everything that we learned from our prior experiences. So yes, it might feel like you're starting over. Look at that King of Pentacles on the cut, Page of Swords. You really have gained some really deep insight about yourself, what you desire, what you're wanting. Again, emotional security, material security, abundance. It's beautiful energy. Yeah, the King of Pentacles keeps showing up for you. You might be hearing from an earth sign, 8 of Wands upright. Star energy. Wow, yeah, star showing up twice for you. Something that's very victorious. Wow. Something that potentially you walked away from or they walked away from in the past. But the 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles is showing up here. So there's definitely something very long-term, long-standing. Let's see here. Let's pull from the Heart's Hidden Secrets for you, Gemini. Yeah, strong earth signs showing up in your energy. You know, Emperor can be Taurus or Aries for me as a reader. So it could be a Taurus. Let's see here. We're going to take this over to the love reading. So let's shift gears here a little bit. Your reading was definitely swaying towards a love reading. But again, there's a lot of this personal development in that 8th house for you. So much healing there. So much healing. Let's see here. All right, Gemini, let's pull some Heart's Hidden Secret messages in regards to your love interest for January. Let's see here. What do we have for January? Someone is missing you. Someone's missing you, thinking, craving, desiring. They could be keeping this a secret, obscurity, concealing mysteries, withdrawn. Yeah, someone that you've been distant from. Again, the 8 of Cups showed up twice. So I do feel like there's someone that's kind of floating around your energy. They're still a bit withdrawn, concealing themselves. I'm getting that Page of Swords kind of energy. Someone that you could have thought was your twin flame. Twin flames and the withdrawn is showing up again. Maybe this person withdrew from you because the relationship was so intense. You know, twin flame dynamics can be triggering, to say the least. You know, twin flames share a lot of the same wounds, right? So when you bump up against that, it can be very triggering. And that's when you get that runner-chaser kind of dynamic where one person's not ready to face their shadow, right? You know, it seems like the Gemini collective that I'm speaking with has definitely been doing some deep diving in this 8th house. So I feel like you're more willing to confront those shadow aspects of yourself, but not everyone is necessarily ready or willing to be vulnerable in those ways, right? Real, true intimacy is required, especially in a twin flame dynamic where you are mirroring one another. All right, what else do we have in regards to love for January? Right, running. Yeah, someone was definitely running, you know, ghosting you, leaving you on red. There's someone here that definitely would like to speak to you. They're thinking about you. They're missing you. What else here? But they're being secretive still. What's going on here? Someone's stressed, but they do want a second chance. See, they're kind of just orbiting. I get this word of like orbiting around your energy, kind of feeling it out. Soulmate is showing up here now. Making amends, possible reconciliation, some closure, some communication. I definitely feel like there is some communication. We had the Ace of Swords twice. And then again, that 3rd house influence, full moon on the 25th. Maybe someone really needs to come out of this silence here. There's been some stress, some arguments potentially with this person. They're feeling a bit unbalanced, and maybe this is why they've kept the distance from you. They didn't feel ready to communicate. Really didn't know the right words to say. Let's pull here before we take this over to Patreon for the extended. What do I want to pull from? Let's pull from the Lover's Tarot here. Let's see what we have for you. In the extended on Patreon, we will do a he said, she said. Since this is veering towards like a no contact love reading, we'll see what they want to say to you. So if you want to follow me over there, you'll find the link below for Patreon. As a Patreon member, just know that you get 20% off always. But this month I am running 40% off. Soulmates is here, engagement. Soulmates card is showing up twice. Let's see here. Love, okay. Passion, my gosh. Kisses. Abundance. Options. Yeah. Okay, Gemini. So it's looking as though there's someone that's very much intensely attracted to you. There's a lot of passion, a love, unconditional love is showing up twice here. Sorry, the glare on my screen. Unconditional love. So someone really does love you unconditionally. And in seeing this kind of mirroring effect, I feel like you both do love each other unconditionally. It's like unspoken love almost. And I'm also seeing here on the card, self-love is really standing out. Again, I feel like it's taking you some time to really love yourself and this person as well. And maybe that's why this energy is coming in here. Because you both have, again, if this is a twin flame dynamic, it does require both of you to do that shadow work, right? To get over those triggers, to not avoid or dismiss the big lessons that are had in these dynamics. So I feel like both of you have accomplished something separately, and maybe this is why this energy is kind of circling back around, is what I'm hearing. But there's a decision here, and we did see that in the Two of Wands, the Two of Swords, Two of Pentacles, sorry, earlier, and it's showing up here again. And we're going to look more into this, right? Keys on a ring. What is this major decision? Oh, forgiving is showing up. So I guess you have a decision on your hands, Gemini, if you want to forgive this person, if and when they do decide to come in, which is seemingly soon. Let's take this over to Patreon. We'll talk then. Bye for now.